Oh baby, it's 5:30 in the morning. You know what that means. It only means one thing, and that is that I'm up late writing some bullshit. So last time I was up this late, I gave a film pitch of my idea of a Life is Strange Kingdom Hearts movie. And I've been writing it, and so far I'm liking where it's going. So I'm going to give you a sneak peek of the script I'm working on so far and give my thoughts behind some of the stuff that is happening within the story so far. I'm gonna try to make this concise as possible. I know not a lot of you are interested in it, but I hope that as more I work on it, the more you see it develop, the more interested you'll get into it. So you might also notice I have a small fry, no, a medium fry, and 2 large fries. I've been eating a lot of fries today. I don't know why I pointed that out, but hey, I have a lot of fries today. Anyways, let's go on to the thing here. Okay, so I'm gonna probably do like a whole read through of like this entire script. It's not too terribly long. It's about 15 pages, but it's all like thin text. So I'll read some of it and give you like some thoughts about some of the stuff, and it might be tweaked later in the final project. But of course, here's the logo if you haven't seen it yet. A Marineman fan film, Kingdom Hearts Life is Strange. Alright. It opens up in a park nearby Tony's house. And this will use like some real life people, or based on real life people. I changed names where I needed to change names at. So it will make more sense later. For some people, I'm planning to have some people play as themselves in this movie. If they don't play themselves, I'm still going to probably have someone play as them and still represent them pretty well. So, anyways, it opens up in a park nearby Tony's house. Sitting on a bench by the playground, Tony is sitting with Brady. Brady is on his phone, and the camera pans to Tony. So, when do you leave? Tomorrow, around noon. Are you nervous? Yeah, it's been like 6 years since I've been to school. Well, you know what they say. It's never too late to go back. I just want to work on my film. I've been pondering about it for years. Have you even started writing it? Well, not exactly. How is it you want to be a director, a producer, a writer, an actor? For all your own stuff, but you don't go out there and do any of that. Well, I'll be doing all of that once I get out there. I'll be doing every bit of everything. I guess, but what about us? Like me, Buddha, your friends. Will you have time for us? I'll make time. Right. Like how you made time for me when you were in high school. That was 6 years ago. Yeah, and you moved on from me. We went to different schools. And you couldn't have kept in touch? You went mad head over heels for that one girl. What was her name? Jamie. Right, Jamie Rogers. You piled up all your time trying to get that girl who wanted nothing to do with you. But guess who was missing you all the time, wondering when we were going to hang out or get together? You. Exactly. I'm sorry. Tony, what's gonna happen? What if it happens again? You almost died over her. It won't. Yeah? How? 'Cause I'm different than what I was back then. When I met Jamie, I was desperate and lonely. I threw myself away. I threw you away, and I won't do that again. I learned from what I did wrong, and this time I know what to do. And what's that? To keep my friends close. Brady gets up and looks at Tony. Alright, what? I trust you not to forget about me this time. Even if there's some girl that pops into your life while you're there, I'm holding you to this. But what about my work, my YouTube, my film, my dreams? I'll know you keep me a part of them. Anyway, I have to meet this girl soon. Wait, what? Later, loser. He watches Brady walk away and then gets up and walks home. This next part is Well, let's talk about that actual scene there. So, yeah, it's based off of Brady that shows up in my videos. I know that he has like a good acting history. I don't know if he will act in this film at all. I hope so. I don't know how much he will want to do or if he'll want to do it at all. It's still pretty open, and I'm still writing it and whatnot, and I'm planning this to be like my feature film. Once I get into the actual class and start working on it. But yeah, I hope he does it. That scene when we talk about Jamie's based off of real life situations that has actually happened to me. We talked about some of the stuff on the channel, and a lot of stuff that is going to be in this movie is going to be surrounding my history based on this fictional character, Jamie. He's based off of someone I actually had a lot of problems with. So again, like, the obvious name change was needed because I didn't want to blurt out people's names that weren't obviously going to be in the movie without their consent and everything. I think it would be pretty scummy if I were to do that. I know I do it in my music, but I feel like that's totally different. I feel like when I say it in my music, I'm really releasing that emotional tension that I had built up through that. But I feel like if I did it in the film, there's a lot more work into it, and I know how like songs can live on into forever, but I feel like a great film can live on into eternity too. But I just couldn't see myself using the actual name here. I just couldn't. Anyways, this next scene is an inner monologue while I'm getting ready for the big move from going from home into the college dorm. Hi, I'm Tony. Before I went to college, my life was pretty normal. I had close friends. I am into video games. I have a YouTube channel of 10 years and a goal to make movies and videos as a dream job. While all this is happening, Tony's doing his daily routine and getting ready for his big move. I hold my family close and my friends closer. Every friend I lose, I take close to heart. Growing up, I had a bit of a problem. I may have been obsessive towards crushes, but I figured all that out now. I'm going to college for film production, and it's a slight struggle getting into it, but now the time has arrived. I got this. I got this. I know I got this. And it goes into the scene with a doctor named Mr. Bell, or Dr. Bell. I don't got this. Come on, Tony, with that attitude, you'll get nowhere in life. What am I supposed to do? I'm going cities away. I won't see my family, my friends. What if me and Brady drift away or something? Well, do you have a good relationship with Brady? I mean, yeah, he's my best friend. What's the worry? He won't come to see me. Like, he works throughout the week. I think he's got this new girlfriend or something. Are you jealous? No, not jealous, just, I don't know. Maybe you'll spend more time with her and forget me. Now, Tony, you know this is the anxiety talking. You should be anxious because this is new for you. You're moving. You're going to get a higher education. You're going to make new friends. You have so much going on for you. I know. Like, there's so much pressure. What if I don't make it? Don't worry about the what ifs. Worry about the present and what you need to do now. Live in the moment. But I'm scared. I'm terrified. Like, I had a dream, like I saw Jamie and she was like running from me. I called out to her and she just disappeared into glowing dust. What do you think that means? I don't know. It could mean nothing. It could. Or it could be a message from your self-conscious. Tony, there's something in you that still has something for Jamie. I don't even think about her or anything. You don't have to. Your memories still hold all that has happened to you with Jamie. You had a tough friendship, acquaintanceship, whatever you want to call it. It was hard for both of you. You feel that in your heart. You both share that pain. So somehow, in some way, you're both connected by a bond of sorrow. No, I was stupid. I was ill. I was obsessed. I'm not the man who I was back then. I've grown. I moved on. You have. Your heart hasn't. I guess. Tony, given the chance, would you change anything that happened between you and her? Yeah. Yeah, I would. If I could, I'd wish I never met her. Really. She brought so much pain in my life. She got me kicked out of school. She turned my friends against me. She lied about me. She hurt me. I nearly killed myself because how much pain I was in. Okay. Anyway, Tony, we ran out of time. Now, when you get on campus, you'll see me. I'm moving my office out of Sacred Paths building and moving into the college social worker unit. What? Yeah, I told you didn't have to worry about losing services with Sacred Path. I'm going from doctor to on-field case manager. That's great. Oh no, I'll be paid the same as I still do, and I'll still do what I love, which is help people. Now get going. You're going to be late. So on the scene with Miss Dr. Bell, it's interesting because I actually have someone that is willing to play this role, and they're literally the perfect fit for it. And I'm thinking they're going to play 2 different roles at once, and the next one's going to be up here in a little bit. But yeah, there's still some stuff about Jamie still bothering Tony, and he doesn't want to admit it, but you can tell in the story that he's still kind of hooked on it. You know, Jamie's been very adamant within probably the first 5 minutes of the film, and you know, it's obvious that Tony is still kind of hung up on this, even though he's claimed that he's let go. So he'll just have to learn how to let go later on, for real. But anyways, we're going on campus now. Tony's walking to his new dorm and taking a look around campus. He checks out the several academic areas and ends up at Alumni Tower, a weird tower thing in the middle of campus. He walks near it and a student stops him. Hey, wait! Tony turns around. Don't stand under that. Oh. Okay. Sorry, you must be new. My name is James. That is Alumni Tower. It's a superstition we have here at Wright State. Rumor has it, if you stand under it, you won't graduate. That's dumb. It's true. My friend Mike went under that. He dropped out within the week. He crammed for every test. He was an honor student with a perfect 4.0 average. He went under that, and the school kicked him out for not making tuition payments, even though he made every one. Well, he seems genuine. I guess I'll go to my dorm. Thank you, James. My name is Tony. Hi, Tony. Anyway, I'll have to go to film class, so see ya. James walks off and Tony goes to his new dorm. So that interaction with James is a new character. He's gonna be very adamant in Tony's adventure in college. He's a fellow film student, as you found out. And so if you didn't know, this character is going to be based off of James Rolfe, which is the angry video game nerd. I know it's kind of cheesy to put someone from somewhere else to put into my film, but this means a lot to me, and I really want to capture this character. Like, what if the nerd was interacting in real life and wasn't just this over exaggerated angry character? What if he actually had different feelings and whatnot, and had anxiety, you know, got bullied or whatnot, you know, the typical nerd stuff. And you will share some of those with Tony, you know, and maybe become a new close friend, you know. That is something that I really want to expand upon with James in this story. Anyways, moving on. Inside his dorm, he takes a look around. Great. My home away from home. Alone. Classes are tomorrow, so I might as well get settled in. Hours pass, and Tony finishes up. He goes to sleep. In his dream, he is in front of our alumni tower. He hears voices. Don't go under that. You moved on from me. Do you have a good relationship with Brady? What if I don't make it? I'm having a bad dream. I'll just wake up. But you know what they say? It's never too late to go back. Tony sees a girl in front of alumni tower. Is that Jamie? Tony runs up to her and she disappears. Jamie? Tony, given a chance, would you change anything that happened between you and her? Tony turns around. Who are you? I am an ancient master. Master of what? I thought you never asked. You see, long ago, the worlds lived in separate yet connected lanes. They had large amounts of light and darkness. But as prophecies predicted, one sought to wipe out the light and set the worlds in darkness so they can begin a new one in one world of light and darkness in equal balance. This is the reality you live in. The one world that was created in your so-called Earth. And so did, like, dinosaurs exist? What? Were there dinosaurs? You said long ago, so were there... So are we talking caveman, or... Did you hear the bit about several worlds, right? Yeah, that's like aliens and stuff. You're an alien? No. Okay, what are you? You know what? Never mind. I had this whole speech about war between light and darkness, how the Guardians of Light failed and the darkness swept over the worlds, blah 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 blah, but this is my dream. I can fly if I want to. No, look. Okay, can you shut up and listen? Tony nods. Thank you. Anyway, the Guardians of Light and the Seekers of Darkness held 13 keys. The keys, when combined, created the Keyblade. Each one passed down the power. The Keyblade was a form of imperfections of the ultimate key. Tonight, Tony, you will receive this power. And all you have to do is hold your hand and summon it. Okay? Tony holds out his hand. The Keyblade is summoned. Ooh, you did it! You'll be a master in no time. It's a giant key. Yeah, like, what did you expect? To not be a key after I've been talking about keys this entire time? No, I thought it was a metaphorical thing, like listening to your heart instead of your head. Because, like, your heart can't talk or think or... Oh man, we got a lot to learn. Anyway, with this Keyblade, you can use magic. But I'm only giving you one power. One? Like, could I make things levitate? Catch things on fire? Go invisible? No, yes, and I wouldn't give you that last one. I've seen your search history, and quite frankly, I wouldn't trust you not to act like an immature 16-year-old. But seriously, you got a problem, dude. Shut up. Like, whoa, the things you look up. Can we not talk about that? Can we talk about the actual power I'm getting? Yes. You will have the power no other Keyblade wielder ever had or could do on will. Get ready. Drum roll. You'll be able to... reverse time! For real? Yes, but with this great power comes great responsibility. You will be faced with choices that may not seem obvious to you. So if you don't like what you did, say reverse and hold out your hand. Time will reverse. How far? What? How far back can I go? You will need to muster up some magic to go further back or use it at all. Okay, how much magic do I have? Right now, enough to reverse maybe 3, maybe 4 times. What do I do, like, when I run out? Well, normally the Keyblade wielders use ethers, elixirs, stuff like that to replenish magic. But for you, I give you a slight pass. You can use caffeine. What? Why not water? Cause you'll gain water weight, and that's not healthy for a Keyblade wielder. No, I'm joking. If it was water, there would be no consequences. I know how caffeine can ruin sleep, gain weight for real, and have a high amount of sugar and risking diabetes and other ailments such as caffeine withdrawal, caffeine headaches. That's stupid. Why limit my power? Because you need to learn how to use, not abuse, and earn the right to get your wish. This is about Jamie. Bingo, we got a winner! So what? I can't go back far enough to never meet her? You could, but the caffeine consumption would be crazy, and I hope you never reach that point. But oh, it would be so entertaining! You're setting me up for failure. No. I'm giving you a chance to live in the now, go back and change what you really want. Okay, so do I need to hide the Keyblade? No. What? Yeah, show it off, I don't care. Unlock's any lock. Did you know that? Really? Yes. Point and the Keyblade will do the rest. Wow. The Master says in a serious tone. Now, Tony, once you're back in your dorm, your normal life will be over. You have a big responsibility. More big than going to college. More big than starting a family. More big than chasing any crush. You're messing with time, and I will see it all. I've seen all the realities of your future. Do not disappoint me. Okay, but what's your name? Just call me the Master of Masters, or you can call me Master, my young Padawan. Tony wakes up and sits up. What a weird ass dream. Yeah, so like that is like what I have written so far. Most of it was written like this past morning. The stuff with from like Dr. Bell all the way down to the Master and Masters, that is all I've written so far. And there's a lot going on. Like I said in my pitch, the thing to replenish magic will be use caffeine. And the Master and Masters laid out, look, these are the issues with using caffeine, and I purposely use caffeine as this way to replenish your magic. So, I didn't think it would be that easy to just have the Master and Masters just explain, hey, caffeine, and you'll only be use caffeine to replenish magic. I thought it would be more difficult to integrate that thing, but I feel like it's going to be a simple thing. It could be expensive for set production. You know, pop isn't overtly cheap, and but we could use off-brand pop, which will still work. It's still caffeine. Or heaven forbid I try coffee and actually drink coffee for the film. But yeah, that is a lot going on with the Master scenes. I expected the Master and Master to pop in to check on Tony's progress in the future, and to continue leading him the right way. And I don't want there to be a super villain in this. In a Life is Strange game, there's always the person with the superpower and just a normal villain. Just a normal bad guy. That's just a guy. Or just a dude. And it seems like the only way to escalate things in Life is Strange is like if the bad guy has a gun. But like Tony has the Keyblade. If the guy has a gun, he can just deflect the bullet with the Keyblade. I'm still thinking whether to actually put in a super villain or just a normal bad guy into it. I don't have any plans to make it all big production, include Heartless or anything. It's literally just going to be Tony living his life with the ability to reverse time and the Keyblade. Another thing I do want to explain is that I am going to be using Life is Strange characters in the future of the script. So I have someone that's volunteered to be Chloe, and I'm looking someone to play as Max. And my idea is to have Tony have a crush on Max and find out there's a love triangle going on. I don't want to spoil anything, I almost just did this now, but I don't want to spoil too much. I think, um, I like where this is going. I like it. So far I've made 15 minutes, but 15 pages of straight dialogue almost. Which is hard for me, you know? I can't make up conversations in my head often. I used to do it a lot when I was younger, like, oh, I'll plan out a role play in my head of how I would talk to a girl or something, and we'll never go down that way because, like, you can't. I couldn't predict people's personalities or what they would say at all. I've learned how to make conversations. I'm trying to make them feel more real. I'm trying to nail down the characters. So far, everyone feels like they're just the same character. They're kind of all flat right now. And I want to see them change. I want to see James, become friends with Tony. I want to see Brady actually into it with Tony at some points. I had a scene idea in my head where Tony is just had enough and goes off on Brady in a certain way. And he reverses time and just keeps going off on him. Just keeps reversing time and abuses the power. But yeah, I have a couple ideas in my head, and I wanted to share the first, probably what would be, the 10 minutes of the film on script, and yeah, I'm excited for this. It will be years probably before this is done. But yeah, I'm excited for this. So I'll see you, Marines Barnes, in the next mission. Raymond out. Bye bye.